Good evening, friends, and welcome to yet another exciting session of Candid Meena. And today we have a lot of interesting news lined up for you, and the fact that Swati Maliwal case is getting more and more hotter, and Arvind Kejriwal's chief minister's seat is getting very extremely hot, and he everything is going against Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party. And we'll be discussing the fact the same thing is happening to Kapil Sharma in a different way, and many other news. In fact, SRK also got hospitalized and got discharged because he attended some cricket match. Yeah, he attended the match between Kolkata Knight Riders, which is his cricket team, and Sunrisers Hyderabad, and he suffered from severe dehydration owing to heat inside the stadium. And his team, Kolkata Knight Riders, won that match, and they are in the IPL final. So and then now he is discharged, and it
So,
is, yeah.
it's very funny, Jaydev. It's just like, this news about Katrina Kaif being pregnant. See, earlier also, Anushka was pregnant and she went to London to have a child. Now, Katrina Kaif is also pregnant, though we did not see any bumps moving around, like it did in the case of Alia Bhatt. She's also gone to UK because now the PR is going haywire, saying that she is a UK citizen and she needs to really go there and have a child. So everybody knows what is happening in Bollywood. We know about surrogate children. We know about everything that's happening and what these people are trying to fool the public with, whether it is weddings, whether it's having children, whether it's so many things. Everything what they say has 90% lies to it and about 10% truth to it. So you can't believe it. So even when Shah Rukh Khan was admitted to hospital, I'm sure there must be something more to it rather than just a heat stroke. It's very difficult to believe such news, Jaydev. In fact, I wanted to also comment before you go on to the rest of the news, is that I found it very amusing that all these people went to vote, in this thing uniform fashion. Okay, so here let's just show the Jaydev, if you can show the clips also. So they went in a sort of a uniform way, in the sense that they all wore white, most of them. I'm not talking about everybody. Of course, Salman wore black, but otherwise almost everybody wore white. It was very similar to what I looked at as their visits to the NCB when Samir Wankre was there. In fact, I thought they'd also put a lot of oil in their hair. So everybody, from, can we show the pictures, Jet?
I don't. I mean, it's not there, but
Okay, so let me just give it to you on WhatsApp. It's important that you see it. Just give me a second, friends. Just a minute.
yeah. Meanwhile, friends, I would like to share something interesting to you. And this, SRK, as I mentioned, he suffered a lot of dehydration, and this is the image in which he was seen in the stadium, and he is seen showing his famous pose, and so you can see how desperate he is to cash in on some sort of attention to himself, right? And this is how he does, because he does not have a single film this year, and also the fact that he has a lot of tension in terms of his team winning the IPL, right? We all know these matches are fixed, but still he has a lot of pressure on his mind, and I wouldn't be surprised even if that pressure also might have contributed to his tension and everything, and his medical condition perhaps. So that could also be a reason, apart from the dehydration what we all see. So and
Can I
also the
just show
fact
these
that,
images? Yeah, yeah. So going back to the same point, where these people went for for voting, you'll see all of them in white. It reminded me of the the scene where they were called in by Samir Wankade for questioning in the drugs see scenario. And here also you see that they're very prim and proper, all of them wearing white salwar kurtas and chunnis, and the men wearing kurtas, and all looking very prim and proper, as though they were going to a temple. So what I was just thinking in my head was that, see, these people are, all of them would have voted for, as as you all know, only Baby Penguin's party. You know, so what is the big Jay? What you the finger that they show, and Jay Hind and whatever they are saying. What is the meaning of that? For us, Baby Penguin does not stand for Jay Hind. In fact, Baby Penguin has been ripped apart by the social media, and his whole party has been ripped apart ever since Sushant Singh died. So we all know Bollywood would have been, they're all chums with him. So they would have all been forced to vote for his party. So what do you want? Is my question to Bollywood. Do you want anarchy back again in the form of Uddhav Thackeray and Baby Penguin? Yeah. So you see here, that's Ranveer and Deepika. And then you see the next one. Yeah. So they will just be showing the other images as well. And also the fact that Shah Rukh Khan went with his complete family, including the little boy. Now, see, you're only allowed to vote after 18. So I don't know what that little boy was doing there, at the booth. So that's also another thing that I noticed. And then also the fact, don't forget the fact that, see, the police, Mumbai police treat them like gods. So it's very, it's very humiliating. Yeah, you see the whole family there at the, at the booth. And I don't know what this little child was doing there. So it's just to show, perhaps Shah Rukh Khan wants to show that they are a very united family and they do things, everything together. So perhaps that could be the reason, or that could be the image that he's portraying. And also, then you look at all the others. Rekha came, she was also wearing white. Amitabh Bachchan and his son came, they were also wearing white. It's just like, when they go to funerals, they have these dresses ready, in their cupboards. And it's just, it's all ironed and kept. So whenever somebody dies, immediately hop into it, go. If a narcotics bureau calls, hop into it and go. And if it is, voting time also, hop into it and go. So what are they talking? They're thinking that white stands for patriotism. Okay, white stands for purity, and white stands for the fact that, see, you're against evil. But who did you vote for is my question. We're all sure, we all know who you would have voted for. While in pictures, you would stand with people like Shinde, Eknath Shinde and Devendra Fadnavis. We know your affinities with Baby Penguin and his papa. So this is what we noticed during the election mode. Yeah, back to you, Jen.
Yeah, so coming to Swati Maliwal, and Swati Maliwal has, made the position of Kejriwal miserable. And now Swati Maliwal has tweeted that she has received a phone call from a senior leader from the AAP party. She alleged that everyone is under pressure to speak dirty things against her and that the party is plotting a personal photos leak. Maliwal further claimed that the party threatened everyone who supported her. And she alleged that, as all of you know, that she was alleged that she was assaulted by this Bibhav Kumar, Kejriwal's personal secretary. And now Maliwal wrote yesterday she received this phone call, and apparently someone has been assigned the duty of holding press conferences, while someone else has been assigned the task of tweeting. Someone's responsibility is to call volunteers in America and obtain something against me. Some beat reporters close to the accused must fabricate some fake sting operations. She further mentioned that the party may assemble an army of thousands, but she will face it alone because the truth is with her. I'm not angry with them. The accused is a very powerful man. Even the biggest leaders are afraid of him. No one has the courage to take a stand against him. I don't expect anything from anyone. I feel sad that the women minister of Delhi is smilingly maligning the character of an old female colleague of the party. So I have initiated a fight for my self respect, and I will continue to fight until I get justice. I'm completely alone in this fight, but I will not give up. So
In fact,
authorities, yeah. One more
yeah.
thing is Bibhav Kumar, who was allegedly assaulted Swati Maliwal. He has been taken into custody, as you know, and apparently he remains in 5 day police custody in connection with this assault. And authorities suspect that Bibhav Kumar has already formatted his phone after transferring the data to someone or a device in Mumbai. His phone, laptop, and CCTV recordings from Kejriwal's house has been sent for forensic examination. So already this guy's phone has been formatted already. So now again, the Delhi police they have to ask the Apple or iPhone if he has an Apple or iPhone for permission to give the data. Just like Kejriwal, in the case of Kejriwal, the ED asked Apple to unlock his phone because he had already locked the phone and everything, and he said that he forgot the password and everything. So there was the only way was to contact the phone manufacturer, which is Apple in Arvind Kejriwal's case, but I don't know which phone this guy has. But all in all, you can see how Swati Maliwal is being hounded by the Aam Aadmi Party, each and every member. And like we've discussed, that she has some sort of crucial information, inside information, because she's one of the founding members of the Aam Aadmi Party. And maybe Kejriwal knows that she might any day hold a press conference and expose them. So far, many media channels have run a expose on Aam Aadmi Party because they have received a huge number of foreign funding of around 7.03 crores from various donors across foreign countries like Canada, America, and many other countries. And
Also,
who are the donors, right? And so the ED is busy finding these donors, and also we have had many reports, citing obvious connections with Khalistani movement and some people in the Aam Aadmi Party. So as well as drug money links also has been in some cases they have mentioned. Yes.
also, Also, her recent tweet is that after unleashing the entire army of leaders and volunteers at me, calling me a BJP agent, assassinating my character, leaking edited videos, victim shaming me, roaming around with the accused, letting him re enter the crime scene and tamper evidences and protesting in favor of the accused, the chief minister, in whose drawing room I was beaten up, has finally said that he wants free and fair investigation in the matter. Irony died 1,000 deaths. I don't buy this one bit, is what Swati tweeted. So you can understand the kind of anger that is there within her. Of course, as Jaydev rightly said, there's a lot of intrigue in this because both of them would be deeply involved in this, what you call this cryptocurrency and the kind of funding that has been coming from foreign forces, especially the Khalistanis. So both will have to explain, I'm sure. Now, Akshay says on AAP, isn't the other disgrace how they wanted to anoint an MP in Singvi and force Maliwal to resign, just like how Nehru and his daughter and her son got anointed? Absolutely. And also, see, from what you learn from all these people is that Kejriwal acts like a dictator. Everybody has to listen to him. This is what past Aam Aadmi parties party workers who joined BJP are saying. So you know that all these people who are Kumar Vishwas and all these people are saying Shazia Ilmi. They are all saying that see everybody is answerable only to one man, and that is Arvind Kejriwal. Whatever he says is the law in that party. There is no people don't have a chance to express their views. For this man decides everything, but he is very intelligent that he never comes in the front. He never puts his signature on papers. He does everything anonymously. So people think that see he doesn't have a hand in these things. So he's a very clever, sly man, who tries to think that he's one of the most truthful men. They started off saying that they will be honest politicians, and they turned out to be the most scam-ridden party in the country. Yeah, back to you, Jen.
Yeah, and also they don't fear the media. They don't fear, the law. And we saw for the Times Now reporter and her photographer, being sort of misbehaved and mishandled on live television. On live television, so and that was really surprising that they don't even fear the media like Times Now. And so Arvind Kejriwal is really, really in a big, big mess, and we'll be seeing how the ED and all the central agencies, with whatever proof they have, we'll see how the case progresses.
Yeah,
And
and
yeah,
yeah, in fact, I also wanted to, we'll just take one more comment from Venkat. He says Kejriwal should now start practicing essay writing. On many subjects, the courts are wording the topics. In fact, I'm moving on to that, Venkat. I'm moving on to the topic where the young boy who is a minor at 17 years, who drank himself, was sozzled, and who drove his father's latest, Porsche, which didn't even have a what you call a registration board, and he rode at a terrible speed. So now, see, bits and pieces of things are coming out. Apparently, the kind of bar bill that he paid, they were a group of friends who were partying at around 2:30, and the bill at the bar came to around 68,000. And there was a 48-hour manhunt for the people who were with him. Now let's see what's transpired in the Pune Porsche case so far. Now a juvenile court ruled Wednesday that the 17-year-old would be tried for drunken driving under the section 185 of Motor Vehicles Act. Now, Saturday night or at 10:30 p.m., a teenager along with his group of friends entered a restaurant and a bar called Cozy in Pune to celebrate his class 12th results. Can you just see? They're having alcohol and God knows what else. Now, he had scored 60% marks. Around midnight, the restaurant refused to serve them any more alcohol and asked them to leave. According to the Pune police, the minor, aged 17 years and 8 months, allegedly paid 48,000 from his father's credit card for drinks, and the group then had, and they left. The group then went to Black Club in Marriott Suites at 12:25 a.m., where they ordered more alcohol. They left the place at 1:22 a.m. After lurking in the area for a while, the teenager began driving towards his house. He didn't want the driver to drive, and so he started driving himself towards his house in his father's Porsche Taycan. In the wee hours of Sunday at around 2:30 p.m., he allegedly lost control of the car on account of being intoxicated and rammed into two tech professionals, a man and a woman, on a motorcycle. Now, Ashwini Koshtar, the pillion rider, died on the spot. Anish Avadia, who was riding the motorcycle, was shifted to a hospital and succumbed to his injuries. Now, the Pune Police Commissioner Amitesh Kumar told media from Cozy, the juvenile, along with his friends, moved to Black Club. They reached this bar at 12:25 a.m. and stayed there till 1:22 a.m. Here he paid 20,000 in cash. Now, Cozy is located in Pune's Koregaon Park and Black Club in Marriott Suites in Mundwa. Both pubs have now been sealed by the Maharashtra Excise Department. The minor was booked under Indian Penal Code sections 304 A, which is causing death by negligence, 304 culpable homicide, 337 negligent driving endangering safety of others, 338 rash or negligent act that endangers personal safety, and 427 mischief causing loss or damage punishable with imprisonment, which may extend to 2 years or with fine or both, and other sections of the Motor Vehicles Act. Now, a second FIR was lodged against the five others, including the boy's father and owners of the pubs that served alcohol to the boys. Section 75, willful neglect of a child, and 77, supplying children with child with liquor or drugs of the Juvenile Justice Act have been added to this FIR. The owners of the two pubs, along with the father, were placed under arrest by the police on Tuesday. The father has been remanded to 2 days of police custody. Now, while the teenager was arrested immediately after the incident, his father managed to dodge the police for over 48 hours before being nabbed at a resort in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, formerly known as Aurangabad. Right after his son allegedly mowed down two people, the Pune based realtor allegedly hatched an elaborate plan to evade arrest. Investigation into the matter has revealed that the realtor did not just constantly change his location, he also used decoy cars and fake SIM cards, but was finally arrested after a manhunt that lasted 48 hours. The father of the minor, the builder, changed locations. He went to Kolhapur and then to Sambhajinagar and even tried to send another car to Mumbai in a bid to mislead the police, the police commissioner Kumar told the media. According to Pune police, the father asked one of his drivers to go to Mumbai in a car and asked another driver to go to Goa so that the police would not identify his exact location. He had gone with the driver to Mumbai but soon got off and came back while the car was sent to Mumbai. He also got a new SIM card. He came back using a friend's car. He basically deployed two, three decoy cars to escape. The police had even switched off his mobile phone. We finally located him on the basis of CCTV footage and GPS tracking, Kumar said. Now, police sources have also told the media that the registration of the Porsche, worth around rupees 2 crores, was still pending, and they had brought it from Bangalore. The Porsche behind the accident was running without registration since March and didn't have a permanent number plate. Rupees 1,758 has been pending, and the registration is incomplete. The police commissioner told the print that the car had no number plate. The minor was granted bail by the Juvenile Justice Board within 15 hours of his arrest under the conditions that he works with Pune's Yerwada Traffic Police for 15 days, composes a 300-word essay, undergoes treatment for alcohol dependency, and submits a report thereafter. A juvenile court ruled Wednesday that the 17-year-old will be tried for drunken driving under Section 185 of the Motor Vehicles Act. The death of the two engineers and the accused instant bail had sparked massive outrage, with family members of the two victims terming the incident murder. The opposition in Maharashtra has claimed that the minors was being given preferential treatment. Allegations have been leveled against NCP MLA Sunil Tingre that he pressurized the police to provide favorable treatment to him. The MLA has, however, denied the allegations. Now, Shiv Sena leader Sanjay has also questioned the city police over alleged delay in action. Meanwhile, Pune police have said that the juvenile should be tried as an adult. In a press conference, Kumar said that the police will be filing a fresh appeal in the matter. Now, Devendra Fadnavis has also questioned the bail conditions imposed on the teenager. We have appealed to the district court against the Juvenile Justice Board order. There is a huge public outrage. I've taken stock of the investigation updates till now, Fadnavis told the media. So now, friends, you will see that look at the way Sanjay Raut and others are saying, the way politicians play. Now, when it happened in Sanjay, in SSR's case, they did not do a thing. Now, in this case, Sanjay Raut wants a very quick response. I'm not saying that we don't need, it is very, very important. Two young people have been killed. It is murder, it's nothing more. And this boy, the driver had told the boy apparently that he would drive because he was not in his senses. The boy insisted that he would drive it. Can you imagine the kind of boy he is? And he's been given plenty of money to have a party and do whatever he wants. So can you imagine? What is the difference in what happened in the SSR case? The way the father is being shielded, or the son is being shielded, the same way all these people who killed Sushant Singh Rajput were shielded. But there nobody made any fuss because the government in power was itself guilty. They covered the whole thing. They made the police cover up everything, the proof, everything. The complete Mumbai police was under the Mahavikas Aghadi. At that time, Sanjay Raut did not have any questions to ask about the speedy. This thing, it's 4 years since SSR died. So look at the way politicians behave. I am not on the side of anyone. In fact, at the moment, what Fadnavis and Eknath Shinde should do is immediately make sure that the father does not get out of jail, because his father is actually more evil than the son. Look at the way he's been avoiding the police and trying to confuse them. This is exactly what the politicians and Bollywood and underworld have been doing in the case of Sushant Singh Rajput. They have been trying to cover the tracks, and bring all the people who are involved in it and giving them awards, right? And telling us that, see, these are the holier than thou people, right? Everybody is getting an
Yeah.
advertisement.
So
Somebody is a brand ambassador, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, back to you, Jerry.
Yeah, so coming to the Porsche case, and I really doubt if this particular case would have got any attention if the media did not cover it, right? If the media did not cover this particular case, would it have, would these people have been arrested, the dad and son? The son is not yet arrested, and this shows, the Indian laws need to be reformed. There need to be, judicial reforms is very much the need of the hour. If this young, 17-year-old guy, the rich, spoiled brat, if he is old enough to drive this car by himself, then he's old enough to get arrested, right? So I
And if he's old
really,
enough to have alcohol, that's also a question.
yes, but unfortunately, the laws have to be reformed accordingly. And this is where the loopholes of the law are. And that's why all these things are happening. And yes, so coming to the Kapil Sharma show, and this is quite hilarious. Yes. Now coming to the Kapil Sharma show, and Sunil Pal, as all of you know, he's a very famous comedian, and he has remarked on Kapil Sharma, and he said that he shared a personal video on his Instagram account, and he criticized Kapil Sharma because Kapil Sharma is using very vulgar language in his promo videos. And apparently, this is what he said. He stated that he has no expectations from Kapil Sharma, which include Krishna, Abhishek, and Kiku Sharda. Sunil also accused the OTT platform Behemoth of imposing a porn quota. So the OTT platform is, of course, Netflix, as all of you know. He also urged Kapil not to use foul language on this particular show, as families will be watching this particular show. He added that, Kapil, I am your biggest fan, but you have to stop this, not for me, but for millions of your fans. You are a good comedian with a pure nature and heart. You are the king of comedy. Families watch you. But what is important is not to use the foul language. And also, very importantly, this guy said that don't associate yourself with these people. You please stay away from the crass content on OTT. Let them do, but you stay away. Most OTT creators have opened a porn quota. Inke chakkar mein mat padi, which means don't fall into the trap of this porn quota of all these OTT platforms. And also, very interestingly, friends, Kapil Sharma acted in a particular film. It was called Zwigato, Zwigato, and it's a film in which he acted. And apparently, the film is about a food delivery boy, which is played by Kapil Sharma, and he delivers food like all these Swiggy and Zomato in this particular film, and that film is yet to get an OTT taker, right? It is not yet in any OTT platforms because none of the OTT platforms they want to buy the rights of this particular film. So there also he's struggling to sell the rights of this particular film. So all in all, his viewership in Netflix is down, and this particular film in which he acted has no takers in OTT platforms. So what does that say about the brand of Kapil Sharma? So you can figure out the obvious. Yes.
Welcome, Vinny.
Welcome.
So Ramnath says that even in Nirbhaya case, it was
Yes.
said The minor was the most brutal of the gang, and he was released and is walking amongst us all and laughing to himself every day. In fact, Ramnath, it was Kejriwal who gave him money to buy a sewing machine, and to start something on his profession on his own. That was how kind Arvind Kejriwal was to this most brutal minor. Kejri should remain behind the. Yes, this is everybody's praise, because you cannot understand how deep this man is. His character is so deep that you cannot understand what he is up to at the next moment, and he's dangerous to society. It's like you leave somebody who is not in senses free. It's just that way. Somehow this man seems to be a enemy to any patriot.
Yes.
Oh, I did not know. Yeah.
So that's
in fact,
all.
Here, Ramnath, since you didn't know that, let me give you some more information. Since you're interested in that case, in the Nirbhaya case, apparently Sonia Gandhi's party gave the brother of Nirbhaya, a sort of college, scholarship or educational benefit. They also gave a flat to the Nirbhaya's parents. So these are just some of the points that, in case you want to, read about the whole case. Yeah. Back to you, Jerry.
Yeah. Even the juvenile who was the most cruel person, he got a sewing machine, right, and a tailoring job by the Delhi government. So who was the Delhi
Yeah,
government?
again, another question is, Jaydev, why is the judiciary not telling us what happened to Aftab? Okay, the man who cut his girlfriend into pieces and put it all over Delhi. Now that case was so hot at that time, and we were all worried for whether the father of the girl would get justice. But now the judiciary does not have even one word on Aftab. How come? You're bothered about the weather, the wind, the earthquake, and the election and all that, but you don't tell us about what's happening to these most evil men who do this to women. So where is the justice for common people? If the judiciary is not going to give us the truth, then what are we looking at? Yes, back to you.
Yeah. By the time, by the way, Delhi CM at that point of time was also Arvind Kejriwal when Nirbhaya case was happening, right? And the juvenile got the sewing machine and some job. So can you believe that? Yes.
So Ganesh says, Amir Khan recently came on Kapil Sharma show. One of the audience asked, why don't we Khans do a film? And Amir said, yes, मेरी और आपकी thinking मिलती है, हम एक film plan कर रहे हैं. Yes. In fact, here I'd also like to tell you something more. See, there was a sort of a chat or a talk with this Pariniti Chopra, who got married to the man who had the longest eye operation in London, the AAP guy. Yeah.
Raghav
So Raghav Chadha. So she was saying in one of her chats that usually roles in Bollywood are given during parties, where they discuss and finalize roles and stories and whatnot. Everything about Bollywood is finalized during parties, and those who do not go for it don't get anything. So Karan Johar was absolutely disgusted with what she said. So without mentioning the name, he said that, see, I don't know why people are talking like this, as though at parties we decide who to give a movie to. So what's happening is, now within Bollywood itself, there have become two factions. One who is exposing the Karan Johar, Shah Rukh Khan, types, and and these people, the Shah Rukh Khans and the other people, exposing these smaller actors who do not have many films. So there seems to be an inner fight, like a civil fight happening in a country or a state. Similarly, a Bollywood internal fight is also happening, and it looks like this Pariniti has lost favor with Karan Johar, and that's why he's speaking in this manner. So let's see what now they'll do anything for a movie to be a hit. Yeah, that is what Pratham, even media, absolutely. So here again, see, while we all say, in fact, someone in Times Now was today shouting and saying that, see, if we did not take this case on the Pune Porsche case, then people would not have known it, And when the parents also and the relatives also joined hands, this case became big, and the politicians started taking note. Now, my question is to Times Now and to Republic and all of them. What happened when NCB top officials came under scrutiny? Did you speak anything about Ganeshwar Singh or Sanjay, the top officers, about what scams they were involved in and how they hounded Samir Wankade? Did you say even one good word about Samir Wankade? And did you say that, see, these people had deliberately tried to malign Samir Wankade? No. So, again, see, let me just tell you the truth, friends. Mainstream media will tell you what is convenient for them. Okay. Now, this the Pune case seems to be very convenient for them because they can attack both parties, and that's why they are coming out with that. But they're not telling you a lot of important things, right? It's now on June 14th. It's going to be the 4 years since Sushant Singh died. Are they saying anything about it? They want to speeden up the Porsche case, and they want everything to be done within few seconds. And they're telling the present Maharashtra government is useless. What happened to them? So here again, going back to see what all of you are also saying is that, see, we cannot expect justice from politicians who are sleeping with the same people who are committing the crime. So let me just take a few more. Yeah, Vinny says, Amir also said, मैं पहले बार नमस्कार का importance जान गया after shooting in Punjab for Lal Singh Chadha. Usually I only do salam since he's a Muslim. Now let's take another point also from Gloria. Gloria says, it's not about the Bollywood jokers making films. The question is about who watches and promotes their sick films. Why are people yet watching their films and which do not contribute in a good way at all? So, I was just watching this movie called Shaitan because somebody said it's good. And I found it so such bad taste. Though Madhavan's action is good, but the movie is so terrible. I don't think any people should watch it. In fact, we watched another Indonesian movie called Monster, and that is a movie where there is no talking, there's no dialogue, and it is only two children and a few adults. Please watch this movie and see how brilliantly they have brought this movie without any dialogues. And if you want to, it's like you sit at the edge of your seat when you watch this movie, and it is made, I think, by some Indonesian film director, and how slickly he has made the film. Can Bollywood do this kind of film? No, because they're so obsessed about showing SRK's muscles, Salman Khan's torso. So all these things are what is important, and they want to show women all the time half naked. So if either Katrina Kaif or all these girls should be semi-clad, so how can they? Then you have scope for such movies. So I would, request you friends try to see this movie called,
Yeah, I mean, like,
Monster.
do read the reviews before you see this film, at least. Yes.
Yes, why? Yes, absolutely. A very good point that you made, Ganesh.
Yeah.
So Wolf says film stars are not getting work. That's why they're endorsing pan masala, health insurance, and paint buckets. In fact, Wolf, I found it very amusing that Saif and Karina sitting in a normal sort of a scooter, going like a middle class couple to someplace in their advertisement. Looking at the way they dress, you feel like it's hilarious. They don't even fit that ad, and yet they do it because they get money. So it's absolutely disgusting. And of course, when we just saw that Alia was out of all the ads, she comes back with another ad with a hat and everything. God, we have to tolerate these people. And I actually, basically, I like Dravid, but ever since his ad on this shoes has come, athletic shoes, I mean, I just can't even look at the ad. It's so silly. A little children calling him Bhushan. आप क्यों ये lace ऐसे बनाए हो? And everybody knows he's not Bhushan. It's Dravid. The very fact that you brought Dravid into the ad is to give a celebrity status. Tell the kid to call you, Dravid Saab or Dravid Sir or whatever. So Dravid, isn't it, Jaideep? The who was the captain in the shoe
Uh,
advertisement?
I didn't
The
see that.
Bangalore man.
Yeah, Rahul Dravid. Yeah.
Yeah, Rahul Dravid, yes. So,
Yeah, so friends,
these are,
yeah. So these are all the news for today, and make sure to hit that like button and share this video with your friends. And we will see you again. Yes,
yeah. Thank you so much. Good night. Jai Hind and Jai Shri
and Jai
Ram.
Shri.